It's Annie, day 15. I have definitely had requests from you guys for tips about recruiting, so I have some goodies. They're also tied into socials. Also, thank you, Catherine, for your guest appearance yesterday. I know that is something that I personally need to work on. I don't know why I'm not signing people up at the top package. It's my own issue, but I really, really appreciated that training, and it's my personal challenge to get going. But back to recruiting. Um, Sometimes when you want to get people to join your team or to do Beauty Counter with you, it's really, of course, you're selling the business, but in a lot of ways, you're selling you. And you want to be somebody that people can relate to and people want to work with. And I have definitely learned, as much as I want to be like, hey, I'm Annie, what's up? That speed is not for everybody. That speed is for a lot of people. So I've learned, especially when I'm doing a social and I'm not necessarily on my footing, I will take cues from people. So if I can tell somebody comes in and they're like the life of the party, I'm going to be like, hey, baby, what's up? Come over to the sink. Let's wash your hands. I want to tell you about the sugar scrub. Where are you from? But if I can see somebody is a little more reserved, I will just, say, hey, I'm Annie. So nice to meet you. How do you know Eileen? We're so glad you're here. I just take it back a few notches because I want to make people feel comfortable and I don't want to be that crazy beauty counter girl. I mean, dude, some people can handle it, but not everybody. So just think about that. You don't want to lose people because of your personality. Or the opposite, if you're really not that outgoing, you may have to challenge yourself to take it up a little, to come out of your comfort zone and maybe be a little more like, hey, what's up? But you want you want to meet people where they are and you want them to feel comfortable with you. We know this business is fantastic. It doesn't really take a lot to sell that, but sometimes it's about you. And you want to recruit all different kinds of people. You want those really outgoing people, and you want those people that are thinkers and are very intense, and you don't want to turn them off because of you. Some of my best people are not as gregarious and outgoing as I am. Next tip. I think next to dying, and I'm included in this, people's greatest fear is public speaking. Hate it, hate it, hate it. So if you're at socials, I have learned this great tip. When you're giving your little talk, if you can, I like to sit down with people. The last one I did, we were in a living room. I literally plopped my laptop on the table and I sat on the floor, just like I am now. Because you don't want to turn somebody off by thinking, oh my gosh, I hate to speak in front of people and I could never do what Annie does because she seems so comfortable up there. And oh my God, standing in front of people is like literally my worst nightmare. Even if it's not yours, you want to make this seem duplicatable and you want people to not feel intimidated. So grab a chair, sit down, just don't make it look like you're presenting. And on that note, it's okay to have some index cards or even like I like to have a little outline on the table. I don't need it. I could do this in my sleep. But again, you want people to see that maybe they, might need those note cards. And you know what? Maybe they could do this if they had those little note cards too. Trying to think what else. You want to make people feel comfortable. You don't want them to focus on their uncomfortableness, whether you're like being too in their face or you're so shy that they're like, oh my God, I feel so bad for this poor girl. You want them to focus on what you're saying. So if there's any way that you can adjust, and of course be yourself, still be yourself, but dial it up or dial it down as you see fit. You're all working so hard and we all believe in this business so much. I just don't want to either see anybody be too pushy, too loud, and turn people off for that reason. And this is the same for vendor events. I mean, dude, I love to talk to people and I could talk to anyone. Same. Somebody comes over and is like, girlfriends, I'll come over. What's this beauty kind of thing? Of course, you're going to go game on and you have a full audience. But if somebody's like, very quietly is like, I've heard a beauty counter from the EWG. Can you tell me more? You're not going to be all crazy. You want to meet that person and give them the information. I hope that is helpful. If you have questions or comments, please let me know. I'm also, I think Catherine's back tomorrow, but I have some more to say sort of on this note with social media and with Facebook. Questions, let me know. Bye.